I did 50 push-ups every day for 30 days, and just about everything in my torso got stronger. But the one thing that I wasn't expecting to happen was just how much my chest would grow.
I'm tracking it in at...
Wait, no. That is insane. Growing up, I skipped the calisthenics and went straight into the gym trying to increase my bench press. But when I look at my friends who spent their teens doing tons of push-ups and pull-ups in their bedroom, I see a quality that I don't have. It's not just strength, and it's not just muscle. It's their structure. It's strong, and it's connected. See, I grew up a self-conscious kid. I had tons of seasonal allergies, which turned me into a mouth breather at a young age. When you combine this with not doing the foundational strength training, I had awkward posture, and I had a weak structure. The last 10 years of my life has been about trying to reverse this. I often wish that I laid a better foundation when I was young, but recently I realized, why not just do it now? These simplest exercises for the human body that require no equipment are the squat and the push-up. So as I did my 50 squats per day from this video here, I alternated with around 2 sets of 25 push-ups. The first thing I can say is the simplicity of doing one thing every day is very calming for the mind. We're overwhelmed by people giving us so many exercises we need to do. It can feel quite freeing to silence the noise and stick to the plan. Push-ups are extremely functional. Pushing our chest up from the ground is one of the first things that we do as babies. It's important to be strong here. And because push-ups are a closed chain exercise, they work your whole body. Your legs, your glutes, your core, even your back muscles are activated. For this reason, if your main goal is to grow your chest, it's better to lay on your back and use some weights in your hand. But for functionality and transferability to real-life movement, push-ups are far superior. Your shoulder blades move freely, your serratus and transverse abdominis activate, and if you get really strong at push-ups, there's not much need for other core exercises. You're essentially holding a plank throughout your set. And a not so obvious benefit of this month doing 2 sets of push-ups a day is that it actually lowered my total time strength training. 2 sets of 25 took me only 5 minutes a day. That's 35 minutes a week. Previously, I was doing 2 to 3 sessions for my push muscles that usually took around 30 minutes. So in half the total time, I'm making, as you'll see in this next section, pretty incredible gains in muscular development. So by minimizing my strength training, I'm actually maximizing my movement. I can put my extra time into training qualities like mobility, power, balance, things that are possibly even more productive for me staying young as I age. So I was interested to see if I'd actually build muscle while doing this challenge. So on one of the first days, I grabbed a simple measuring tape, I wrapped it around my torso at nipple height, and I came in at 98 centimeters. So I went off and I trained and trained and trained. I didn't hold back on my nutrition. I ate quite a bit of food, drank about a gallon of raw milk a week, while also jump roping for 5 minutes a day to keep myself in a well-conditioned state. Comment below if you want to see a video on this one. And 30 days later, before my last 50 push-up session, I came back to take that same measurement.
Right at nipple height, where I took it last time. Oh my God. Was not expecting that much. 105. 98 to 105. That is definitely 2 inches. That is insane. Obviously, there's some room for error here in my measurements, but even if it was half that, I would still be really impressed with about 1 inch, 4 centimeters. I'm tracking it in at 7 centimeters just from push-ups, man.
So my first thought after I took this measurement was, okay, I must have gained 3 to 5 pounds this month. But when I stepped on the scale the next morning, I was at 190, which is exactly where I started the month. I don't have evidence of this, but you'll have to take my word for it. I'm sure that experts could probably say that it's not actual muscle, and because I was doing this every day, my chest is full of blood. But I took this thumbnail for a recent video, and my chest and shoulders are as big as I've seen them in a very long time. There's one thing I want to leave you with here. I chose to elevate my hands for most of my push-up sets. I did this for 2 reasons. Number one is that extra range of motion makes it quite a bit challenging. With my hands flat on the ground, I can bust out 40 to 50 reps, but just elevating my hands slightly onto parallettes makes 20 to 25 really challenging. And I think that stretch of the chest equals a lot of good muscular growth. But the other thing that I was a little bit fearful of was becoming too stiff from all these push-ups. But I can honestly say my chest is no more stiff than when I started. I credit this to full range of motion and also keeping a decent tempo. I could do these reps much faster, use momentum, bounce out of the bottom. My total reps would possibly go up, but I don't think that the results would be great long term. Here's a bold statement. I think that we can maintain our muscle and strength levels with significantly less work than most people do. This becomes highly appealing for those of us that have kids, have busy jobs. You may be able to get exactly what you're after in terms of physique and strength levels with significantly less work. These 2 sets per day took me less than 5 minutes to complete. So here's the challenge. Can you do 2 sets of push-ups every single day for 30 days? My goal was to get 50 reps in those 2 sets, but often I only reached 40 to 45, especially on the harder push-up variations. But maybe for you, you're going for 20 total reps or even 10. The total number is not important, but working close to failure is. That last rep should feel hard. The great thing about push-ups is failing a rep is relatively safe, but has the potential to be pretty valuable in your strength and muscular pursuits. Screenshot this and save it on your phone for the start of the year. And if you want to do a high rep push-up and squat workout with me right now, click the video on the screen, as always.